AI is about to bulldoze everything you know about life, like your job, your relationships, and even your identity. Most people have no clue how fast it's actually coming, and by the time they do, it'll probably be too late. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what AI will do to every part of your life and how to use it without losing what makes you human. Because if you don't take action now, you'll wake up one day realizing you're obsolete. So let's get straight into what you need to know. AI isn't growing like the internet did. It's exploding like nothing humanity has ever seen. Every improvement AI makes helps it improve itself faster next time. That means progress isn't linear like past technologies. It's exponential. And exponential growth looks slow until it doesn't. Until one day, it rockets past everything you thought was possible and you can't really keep up. So think about electricity. It took decades to spread across the world. The internet went faster, but it still took years for everyone to get online. But AI, it's already reached hundreds of millions of users in just a couple of years, and every week they get smarter, faster, and more capable. By the time most people realize what's happening, it'll be too late to catch up. Here's what almost everyone gets wrong. They think the old advice will save them. That if they just work hard enough, get a degree, and follow the same career path as before, they'll be fine. But that's advice for a world that soon probably won't exist anymore. AI is rewriting the rules of success in real time, and you either learn to adapt or you fall behind. The more I realize this, the more it feels like I'm watching the ground crumble beneath the safe path that everybody thinks will continue to exist. It's terrifying, but it also opens eyes to the urgency of adapting. So here's a solution. Start exploring AI tools today. Don't wait until your industry is disrupted. Play with chatbots, test image and video generators, automate boring tasks. But don't stop there. Take time to figure out what truly drives you, because AI will amplify whatever you give it. If you're lost, AI will make you more lost. If you're clear on your goals, AI can help you reach them faster than you ever imagined. And if you want to shortcut the overwhelm and get the exact strategies to build a future-proof routine, I put together a free ebook just for you. It's packed with proven tools to help you master your own human productivity before AI comes and ruins like what makes us human. The link is in the description, so grab it now before you forget. Because what you're about to hear in the rest of this video will show you why the longer you wait, the further you might get left behind. Let's break down what's about to hit you hardest. Because it's not just that AI is growing fast, it's how it'll gut your career, hijack your mind, and create a society of winners and losers faster than you think. So the first shift is work automation. Most people think automation only affects factory lines or cashiers, but AI is about to rip through creative and white-collar jobs too. Copywriters, graphic designers, data analysts, marketers, companies are already laying off staff because one person with AI can do the work of entire teams. I know people who spent years building careers in writing and marketing, only to lose everything overnight when AI tools became 10 times faster and 10 times cheaper. There are stories out there of people who have spent years building careers in writing and marketing, only to see that they're about to lose everything pretty much overnight as AI tools become 10 times faster and 10 times cheaper. As we slowly see colleagues getting replaced by prompts instead of people, it'll continue to feel unreal. Like the rules of life have been swapped out while we were sleeping. And it's not gonna stop, because soon, if you don't know how to harness AI to multiply your productivity, you might be replaced by someone who does. Make sure to double down on the skills that AI can't fake, which is human-to-human empathy, storytelling, leadership, and big-picture thinking. At least it can't do that for now, you know? Maybe eventually it eventually it will, but for now, make sure to master those. These soft skills are your strongest armor. Pair them with AI literacy, and you become irreplaceable. But if you think losing your job is the worst AI can do, you might not be ready for what's coming next, which is the second shift, information overload. You think the internet is distracting now? Wait until AI starts pumping out infinite articles, videos, and fake news 24/7. We're already seeing AI-generated spam accounts flooding socials with believable but totally fake posts. Deepfakes will continue becoming more and more indistinguishable from real videos. Algorithms will shove all of it in your face, training your brain to crave cheap dopamine instead of real meaning. This isn't some far-off scenario, because it's already here. People share articles that they think are breaking news, and they actually turn out to be AI-generated pieces with fake sources sometimes. And that's shocking. As the noise increases, you'll struggle to know what's real, what's worth your attention, and what's quietly draining your peace. So make sure to train your focus like a muscle. Build habits to consume content intentionally. Use AI as a tool to curate what matters instead of letting it flood you. Because if you don't control your attention, someone else or something else will. But distraction is just the surface. What AI does to the balance of power in society is so much deeper, which takes us to section 3 of this part, economic divide. Here's the most brutal truth. AI will split the world into 2 camps, those who embrace it and those who get crushed by it. The ones who adapt will unlock compounding advantages, higher productivity, lower costs, faster growth, but the rest, they'll fall further and further behind even if they work twice as hard. I know we don't like that fact, I don't like it either, but I think it's just gonna be the truth. This divide won't just show up in your paycheck. It'll shape your friendships, your opportunities, and how you feel about yourself. Seeing others get ahead while you stagnate will breed resentment, anxiety, and a sense of hopelessness. People are now spending time mastering AI, and within months, they're landing clients and opportunities that once took decades or years of networking. Meanwhile, their more experienced peers were kind of blindsided. And if you think I'm exaggerating, consider this. A teenager who spends a year mastering AI can easily outcompete someone with 10 years of experience, because they'll do the same work faster, better, and for a fraction of the cost. So don't wait for your boss or your industry to force you to learn AI, or kick you out entirely. Start integrating it into your workflow today. Automate repetitive tasks and speed up research. Small wins stack up. They'll make you faster, sharper, and far more valuable than anyone pretending AI won't affect them. But if you think AI is only coming for your job or your mind, you're missing out what it's about to do to the things you love most. The stories you watch, the shows you binge, and the ways you escape. Which brings us to section 3. The future of entertainment will be unrecognizable. If you think entertainment is safe from AI, think again. We're on the brink of a world where you'll never have to wait for your favorite show's next season, because you can generate your own. If you don't like how a movie ended, just type a prompt. AI will instantly create your perfect ending. If you want to see your favorite characters in an entirely new storyline, you'll build your own cinematic universe right from your desk. Maybe you'll have to make your own characters because of copyright reasons, but yeah, the idea is there. This isn't a fantasy, because in 2023, an AI on Twitch made headlines for streaming an 8-bit Seinfeld parody. It generated its own scripts, which was just endless episodes on repeat. And just 2 years later, people are now prompting AI to make new Tom and Jerry style episodes at like 30 to 50% of the original quality. That's just 2 years of progress, so imagine where we'll be in 10. When I first saw someone prompt AI for a customized cartoon with their own jokes and characters, it actually blew my mind. It felt like watching the future arrive overnight. Infinite entertainment sounds amazing, right? But here's a dark side that someone might not realize. You can get trapped, stuck in a loop of endless novelty, scrolling through AI-generated stories that exist only for you, which makes you lose real connection and lose shared cultural moments, the kind that make memories with friends. So make sure to explore creative AI tools, but make shared experiences a priority. Watch shows with friends, debate endings, go to live events, because meaning doesn't come from perfect, personalized stories. It comes from feeling something together. And if you think AI rewriting your favorite stories is wild, wait until you see how it's about to transform something even more personal, your relationships. You might think I'm crazy for saying this, but mark my words. People will start dating and even marrying AI. Why would people deal with messy, complicated humans when you can customize a digital or robotic partner to be exactly what you want? And it won't be like a robot, but they'll look pretty much like the droids from, Detroit Become Human. They'll look so real, and they'll just be someone who never argues, always laughs at your jokes, says exactly what you want to hear. It sounds like sci-fi, but it's already starting. There are apps today and subreddits with AI romantic partners you can talk to 24/7. These bots learn your preferences and adapt their personalities to match your dream partner. Someone posted about their AI companion on a subreddit, and they said it's just different because they actually feel loved by this AI boyfriend. It was insane because it hit me that this is real. and it's only gonna get more advanced. With robotics moving just as fast, these digital partners will pretty soon become physical, complete with human-like expressions and voices indistinguishable from real people, just like Detroit Become Human. Here's the danger. Millions of people will choose the illusion of perfect love over the messiness of real relationships, because it's easier. But easy doesn't mean better. Easy might mean hollow, and in this situation, it definitely would. So when the time comes, don't run from the discomfort of real relationships. Lean into it. That's where growth happens, because as AI becomes more and more perfect in the way that it can serve your relationship, it's most important for you to have the raw beauty of two imperfect people learning to love each other. How cute. But while someone's busy chasing perfect AI partners, the economy itself is about to flip upside down in ways no one's ready for, which is Section 5, the future of business will also be unrecognizable. So let's talk money. Because if AI changes how you work and connect, it's gonna transform how businesses run and how our entire economy operates. Imagine a major company where AI replaces entire departments. Marketing, customer service, accounting, no salaries, no sick days, no labor laws, just an army of AIs working 24/7 for a fraction of real employees. The moment one big business flips a switch, like Microsoft or Meta or whoever, competitors will have to follow or die. People in finance are already testing AI to handle entry-level tasks across teams. Because it's not a distant future, it's here right now. The question is just how long will it take to start spreading to more major department roles? What happens when fewer humans are needed to make the economy running? How do we value companies when their main employees are digital brains? What happens to the stock market when productivity soars but wages vanish? These aren't hypothetical questions. The seeds are already planted. Once they sprout, everything from your investments to your paycheck will look different. So learn how AI-powered businesses operate. Study automations, understand where human creativity still matters for now. Stay adaptable, but don't just chase efficiency. Build your career on integrity and purpose, because the world will crave leaders who bring humanity to the new economy. But why will so many people walk straight into this future completely unprepared? So here's what terrifies me most. Most people won't see any of this coming. Not because they're dumb or they're blind or because they didn't watch this Ully video, but because they're clinging to myths about how the world works. They think creative jobs are safe because AI can't feel art. But AI can already generate paintings, songs, and videos faster than any human. I know right now it's all quantity over quality, but the whole point of AI is that it learns off data, so it will continue getting better. And eventually, people won't care about the art behind art. They'll just care what pleases them. So if a Drake AI is making better songs than Drake himself, people will flock to Drake AI. They think governments will step in and regulate AI before it gets out of control, but governments move at a snail's pace compared to AI. How can governments regulate something that evolves faster than the regulations can come out? They think they'll have years, maybe decades to adapt, but with how quickly AI evolves, that's a dangerous fantasy. Someone kept saying AI wouldn't change his industry for years, and 6 months later, his company announced layoffs tied directly to AI. He was stunned, and he's not alone. Most people will keep scrolling TikTok, chasing short-term dopamine, and telling themselves everything will work out. Until one day, they realize the rules changed years ago. They'll watch others get ahead while they stagnate, growing bitter and lost, and by then, the gap will kind of be too big to cross easily. So shatter your illusions, change your assumptions about what AI can do, make learning and experimenting with new tools part of your routine so adaptation becomes a habit, not an emergency. But don't just become a productivity robot. Pair your curiosity with creativity, kindness, and courage, because the best way to prepare for an unpredictable future is to become someone who thrives in uncertainty. But how do you actually turn all this knowledge into a life where you don't just survive the AI revolution, but you thrive in it? So let's talk about what actually works, because knowing the dangers isn't enough. You need a plan, a blueprint to build a life where you don't just survive AI, you lose it to launch your dreams. So Skillset 1 is to have AI literacy. AI literacy isn't about learning to code. It's about learning to talk to AI, prompt engineering, telling AI exactly what you want so it doesn't spit out nonsense. If you master this, you'll multiply your productivity overnight. I remember the first time I asked AI to do some of my homework for me in my bachelor's. I don't recommend it. Don't have AI do your homework for you because you need to keep your brain sharp. But just for stories purposes, it did my entire paper so fast, as we all know. And it felt like unlocking a cheat code for real life. But speed alone isn't enough, because what really sets you apart is what AI can't do right now. Right now, AI can't properly comfort a friend. It can't rally a team around a dream. It can't create from the unique blend of struggles and stories that make you, you. While everyone else tries to outwork AI, lean into what makes you irreplaceable. Your creativity, your empathy, your resilience, your soul. Because these timeless human strengths turn AI into your sidekick instead of your rival. And Skillset 3 is building systems. AI isn't just faster, it can transform your entire workflow. Automate the boring stuff so you can focus on what moves the needle, like building relationships, making strategic decisions, and creating irreplaceable value. Someone automated 60% of his daily busy work and used the freed up time to launch a side hustle that's now his full-time gig. But even if you master these skills, there's something deeper you need to hear. After everything we've covered, the speed of AI's rise, the way it'll reshape your job, your relationships, even your peace of mind, I know it might feel overwhelming, but don't let fear freeze you. Let it fuel you. Because here's the truth. No matter how much technology changes, your choices still matter. Your courage still matters, and your ability to build a life you're proud of will always come down to what you do right now. I hope I didn't scare you with all this, because no matter what doom and gloom I or anyone else says about AI, there will always be beauty in life. It's what you make of it. We're not destined to turn into the Fat Brothers from Wall-E. Keep living, keep chasing what matters, and keep getting better at what you do, because your human spark will always have value. AI will never be able to replicate someone's soul. This is the perfect time to remind you that I wrote the free ebook to help you set the foundation for living a stronger, more intentional life, packed with proven strategies to reclaim your mornings, your mindset, and your momentum. The link is in the description, and don't leave without grabbing it because it might be the small step that saves you years of regret. What if the final reason you feel stuck, like waking up every day feeling like you're behind, has nothing to do with how hard you work and everything to do with what you've been taught to chase? That's exactly what I spoke about in my last video. It unpacks why when you're trying your hardest, life can still feel like it's not enough, and how to finally start feeling like your days belong to you again. You can watch it now so you don't miss it, because what you'll hear there could change the way you see every plan you've made for your future.